So here's the thing. We've all been around forever. You didn't just appear in your dad's ball sack and get shot into an egg. You couldn't have been in that sack if you weren't in his dad's sack, or great grandpa, or all the way back to the caveman, or all the way back to the apes and the dinosaurs in the beginning of time. We've all been here since the beginning of time. And without getting religious, matter can neither be created nor destroyed. We're all made of matter that can't be destroyed, which means we will be here until eternity ends. And yet, we're told that this is it. You got 75 years, you better fucking go to school, and you better study those books, and you better make a whole bunch of money and get a big house for your kids and raise them in the same shit, and not think about anybody else ever, but just, cover your own ass. And then when your house gets to be 2,000 square feet, you got to have a 4,000, and, you go from the trucks to the Teslas to the fucking luxury RVs to the whole nine, because you're only thinking about yourself. And I do the same thing. We all do. It's what we were raised in. But the thing about Manson, he raised himself, so he didn't have anybody to corrupt him with the shit that we're in. Anyway, point I was trying to make is, so you couldn't just pop into your dad's ball sack and show up. Okay, you've been around since the beginning of time. When is the beginning of time? I don't know. I think it's like 10 billion years ago. Okay, and on top of that, you're made of matter, atoms, electrons, protons, the whole thing. And matter, as you know, can neither be created nor destroyed. So not only have you been around for 10 billion years, you're going to be around for the next 50 billion trillion, however long the universe takes. Okay? Because your matter cannot be destroyed. And they don't want you to know that, because then you won't be a cog in the wheel. You'll be like, no, I got 70 years and I got to do this and I got to chase money. And it's all a fucking bullshit scam to keep your minds in prison. 99% of us have our minds in prison. We're locked in a dead future because we think it's a dead future. We think in 80 years we're done or whatever. Okay? And we're going by the fucking books that everybody else reads. And they say the same thing to their kids. Yeah, you got to build a house. You got to get a job. You got to get your transportation. You got to make sure they got medical. And how are you going to do that? Well, you got to chase money. Well, what about other people, brothers and sisters? I do what I can, but, we walk by them on the sidewalk and they're putting their hand out for a nickel. And it's like, no, I ain't got it, And even if you do give the nickel, who gives a fuck? You ain't helping them, because you want to chase your money. You're trapped in this trip that life is 70 years and you got to get everything you got and then stack it high to the sky and then give it over to your kids so they can do the same fucking thing. It's bullshit. So, but what do they need to get you into that? Because nobody would voluntarily sacrifice and become a slave, which is what they've made you do. How'd they get you into it? They don't want you to know that you've always been here. They don't want you to know that you're going to be here forever. because then you'll know who you are. They want you to think, oh, you work at Wendy's making $12 an hour? Well, this is what you are, Joe Smith. You're a cashier at Wendy's making $12 an hour. And that's your total self-worth. And that's how we look at you. Okay? Joe fucking Smith is a miracle of creation. He's been around since the beginning of time. He's going to be around till the end of time. But he's been brainwashed to think that he's in this little movie that we got going that lasts like a split second in the blink of an eye. But they brainwashed the whole fucking planet into that shit. Everybody's in a graveyard. They're walking dead people. They're zombies. Because they're working for those 70 years and get their kids to work for those 70 years. And it's all just a big, huge march to the graveyard. But that's what we're in. That's the trip we're in. But Charlie made me realize that, I mean, it was almost like Morpheus talking to Tom Anderson. I'm like, no. I'm Morpheus, I'm good. I don't want to take the red pill. Yeah, life sucks. I'm a computer programmer, and it couldn't be more boring. But it's what I know. So no, I don't want to do that. So that's what Manson is saying to us, and we're like, nah, I don't. Maybe it was a murder. Maybe he's crazy. It doesn't matter, dude. The man had no doubt in his mind about anything, ever. And the only other person that I know of that even comes close to that is Jesus Christ. Can you name anybody else that's never shown any doubt and were locked up for 71 years in the can with beatings and burnings and solitary confinement and every fucking rapes and every goddamn grisly thing you can think of, but he never forgot. He never forgot that he's eternal. And he laughed at you people because you're all looking at yourself by the guard's got his job and this guy's making money and he's got this house, and he would laugh at that shit, man. And that's why he would say, you guys are all locked up. I'm the one I'm outside, bro. I'm outside. So my wife got me Manson Final Words, and I'm watching it tonight, but it sparked me into this thought. So I wanted to share it with my brothers and sisters. Love you guys.